Good day, everyone. I hope everybody's doing well. And welcome back again to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing so you would be updated on the different view and videos regarding about nursing and nurses and NCLEX here in United States of America. But for today's video, we're going to discuss about how to become a nurse in the United States of America, step-by-step process, and things that you should know, things that you should do and understand before you decide you wanted to pursue your dream here in America as a nurse and what you need to expect. Okay, so without further ado, let's start doing this. So if you have questions, if you have other things that you wanted to ask and clarify, don't be shy and hesitate to comment down below, like and share this video. Okay, now how to become a nurse in the United States. Let's do this process. Okay, the first is, of course, NCLEX. So pass the NCLEX. Now, the NCLEX stands for the National Council Licensure Examination. This is a test or the exam, the ultimate exam that you need to pass before you can work. So this is what I call the key to success. So NCLEX. So now there are things that we need to consider before we get the NCLEX, okay? So think about first the financial capability of yourself if you are able to finance all the expenses because it's really expensive. So how much do I need to come up in order to support all these things in order to pass the NCLEX? So I have a video on my channel, so you could look at it on how much you need to spend. But overall, probably you will spend like $1,500 to $2,000 US in processing to take the NCLEX exam. So if you don't have money for this, there are other agencies that sponsor you to take the test. So or to get the NCLEX examination, but there are repercussions or things that you should consider before you're choosing your agency. Some people, they finish all the requirements first, like taking the NCLEX exam before they will go to the agency or a direct hire or whatever they need to do. Okay, so. But for me, I recommend if you have money, invest on this because in the future, that is really helpful for you. So I mean like invest and earn points and money in order to support the NCLEX examination because that's for you. That's a growth and career that you wanted to do for yourself. So financial capability, at this point, if you are not capable of supporting this, then you had to work hard in order to come up with the money that you need to take the test. But if you don't, then find other agency that will sponsor you to do that, okay? So there are other ways. Don't give up on your dreams if you don't have money enough to support this test, okay? Next thing that you need to do is know your state because there are 52 states, there are 52 Board of Nursing, different policies, fees that you need to pay, and the application process. You can Google and read it. They have different states, but I will recommend you the easiest state that you could take the NCLEX exam and the application process is faster as compared to other states. So New York is one because they don't need a credentialing or the CGFNS for that. You can apply using only your diploma or your transcript of record, okay, and your license or either not the license also as well of your local license I'm pertaining to. So another is the Texas, also good. New Mexico. So actually, it depends on what state you wanted to. But those three I recommend. They are good. They are faster. So know your state because that also needed for you with on which you could find different policies for that board of nursing. So if, for instance, you choose that and you wanted to do other states, so you could also endorse your licenses or your license to different states. So as long as you pass the NCLEX, that's the main thing or main goal for you. It is easier to transfer or to endorse your license. Okay. Next, after you choose your state, then your credentialing. Now, how important credentialing is that because you're a foreigner, so you had to know if your education is equivalent to United States. That's why you're doing credentialing. So this is another fee that is included on the 2,000 US dollar. So if you might probably need it because, or say requirement, I mean required to do this. Mostly they use CGFNS for credentialing body. Just go to their website, like www.cgfns.org. So you need to comply all the requirements they needed in order to make evaluation for your education. Now, if your education is equivalent, then they will approve your education and the state that you chose from your credentialing. So next is the NCLEX application process. Now, if your education is approved, it's now to apply for NCLEX of your chosen state. So contact your board of nursing and then see the requirements that is needed. So if you chose your education is equivalent, then you apply. There are requirements either online or paper, but now mostly they are online. So you could have what I call it an account for that. And if they got approved, okay, if the BON is approved for your what I call it your application, then they will gonna issue you with what I call it the attestation to take the test or the ATT. Now the ATT is very important. These are like the series of number that when they give you this, so you could sign in or you could what I call it create an account to the person view. Now the person view is institution that employ the NCLEX exam. So you have to make what I call it an account. So you have to register here, and also you had to pay like $200 or something for the NCLEX examination in order for you to take the test. Now, for person view, you had to create an account. Remember this because that institution or the website wherein you could find if you pass the test or not. So the person view. So you have to create an account for person view, register there, your NCLEX exam. You could choose the date. You could choose the date of your examination here, and you could find also if you pass the test 24 hours, so 24 to 48 hours if you pass or fail on the test. So that is for your NCLEX application process. Now, how to pass the NCLEX exam. So how? Of course, the main ingredient or the main, what do you call it, the main key to pass for the NCLEX is your review materials and how dedicated you are, how responsible your strategies to do the test is very important. Timeline for a review, probably like 3 months is good enough. But if you are working, you could extend it up to 4 months. Before, when they issue the ATT, it's only like 60 days but it it differs on the states, okay? So, but mostly before like 90 days, now they extend up to 6 months or a year because of the pandemic. So now for review materials, I recommend you to have a solid background when it comes to the review of the content, because the content itself is your saving grace in order to pass a test. So that's your basic foundation. So choose a review materials that will help you a lot and that will keep you alive during the test, because the NCLEX exam is simple, but it's complex. So don't confuse easily with the word because it's English. So we have to make a certain ways on how to do that strategies. But I recommend you to have review materials such as the UWorld, Archer Review, NCLEX Mastery. These are the application, but you have to pay a certain amount. Archer is much cheaper as compared to UWorld. And I use UWorld to pass a test. And I bought Saunders, but I did not read it. It's only like resource material to see if I'm on the good path, but I did not use much of that. I use Primar book, but it's short and concise and it's not really complete. So you have to find review materials that is totally complete, especially when you are out of the profession for a long time ago, like me, 12 years or 13 years, I'm out in the profession. So I would say that to recall everything as much as possible, find review materials that will help you recall, okay? Recall all the concept, because it's really a wide concept at all. So, but UWorld and NCLEX Mastery and Archer are really helpful to review yourself, okay? But don't, don't start with the questions. Start with the content of different concepts of nursing, and after you read that, and then you're going to take the practice test such as the UWorld, Archer, or NCLEX Mastery Nursing, okay? So that I think would help you with how to pass the NCLEX. Now, the moment you pass the NCLEX exam, so what you're gonna do is to find an agency or find a direct hire agency or hospital. And of course, you're gonna need the IELTS or the English exam or the TOEFL exam. So because you're a foreign graduate, so you might need this English exam to issue you with a visa screening. Now the visa screen here is have a 5-year validity when you do that with the CGFNS again. So it means that the IELTS when included here, it will have the 5-year validity. So, and the timeline for that could be like 5 years from the whole time for the visa screen, because that's needed for application of the working visa or the green card visa. Okay, now I have a question. How about if I don't pass the NCLEX? That's not a good indication, or it's so sad that you did not pass. But of course, we have to consider other plans or consequences if we did not pass the NCLEX exam. So don't wait again. That's why financial capability is very important. So don't wait again like another year, because there are states that, for instance, Texas, it's only 1 year validity for your application, and you have to apply again. So that's why the moment if you didn't pass, take it again, because you're already there. If you didn't pass, then you probably won't forget about for a long time. So it would be like a waste of your time, precious time. Okay, so that's why it's very important. Okay, now there are other things to consider when you apply for agency and a direct hire. Now, for agency, most probably they will help you a lot, but of course they have like a repercussion when applying agency because they have cut on your salary. Now, direct hire is It's also almost like the agency, but the hospital, the facility will facilitate you to do the things that they needed to, a little bit higher, I guess, with salary. So because it's a direct hire, so it differ. But mostly agency hire is also good. So try to, if you pass, try to see the advantages and the disadvantages of these things. Weigh in, ask advices from other people. So this could help you more. Okay, visa processing. Now it could be either EB3, EB2, working visa, H1B. So it differs on the timeline. Before they have like, what do you call to that? It's hard, they don't approve much of the visa. But nowadays, they've been approving a lot of green card and permanent working visa. Now, the difference of the EB3 and EB2, they say that the EB2 is highly more being approved, less hassle than the EB3. So both of these are like the green card or the permanent working visa, but this EB2, they say that it approve easily as compared to EB3, and the timeline for that is this one, they will approve you easily in a short waiting period as compared to the EB3. When I work as a physical therapist, I get a H1B visa, so like a specialty visa that within like for 2 or 3 months or 4 months, you're gonna be here. So that's a specialty working visa. That's for physical therapists before. Okay, so I am, and thank you. If you do have questions or violent reactions, so please comment down below. So I hope this helps you. If you have clarifications on the step-by-step process and how to work or how to migrate here as a nurse, you have to do all these things. Okay, so I hope everything is well. Go for your dreams, start now, and don't think about, especially when you have money, and that's also for your family. Do it, and without hesitation. God bless you people, and I hope this will help you a lot.